He is a tour de force. Yeah, pictures.
And momentous.
Thank you so much. She's done amazing work. At least you don't want to be a victim, but your story is something that people will learn from and we create as a company.
Exactly. We're going to fight together to do it. Yes.
So what do you want us to do?
So the picture, where do you need it?
Wherever you guys think, maybe backdrop, maybe here, the backdrop, or you want the flags? Yeah, the flags.
So every flag? Nobody will know anything. Okay.
Nigeria flag, I take it up with you too, but Nigeria flag. Where's Nigeria flag? It's there, but it's fine. It was not there.
We might need some people to like hold the front, you know. We have a lot. Is everybody getting in?
Madam First Lady, why did you decide, Edith Lederer from the Associated Press, why did you decide that this issue needed a day of its own?
Well, I mean, the day is not to celebrate, but is to remind the world that something bad like this is happening, and also to give the victim voices so that they know they are not in this on their own. There are a lot of people who are there for them and supporting them and try to make sure we minimize it. I don't know whether we'll be able to stop rape altogether in the world, but the louder we get, I think it reduces the number of victims that we have. And a day for us to be able to gather, a day that a victim will know that it is not just them, there are other people. A day, it's more of a day of solidarity for one another, where we listen to each other's pain and say, yes, indeed, it did happen to me, and you know you are not in that on your own. And it gives a lot of victims a voice. I'm just a face, I'm just here pushing their agenda. I am not a victim of rape, but I am a victim of early marriage. So I understand indirectly for me, I keep saying early marriage is a legalized form of rape. So I believe that the victims, they all have the same story, because when someone violates your body without your consent, that is a crime, and it's taking your human right away from you. So November 18 will be a day that we will gather and we will scream together and say, you're not going to bring us down, we're still surviving and we will leave. If you think you have finished us, no, you haven't.
What kind of activities would you like to see the countries, the members of the United Nations undertake on this day?
I think it's more about giving, every government should be able to talk about rape, especially where the continent I come from, Africa. People don't want to talk about rape, and it's a very big issue. So if you have a day like this and then you have a lot of people who are willing to come forward. I think they should be allowed. Why do we celebrate freedom of speech if I'm not allowed to say what was done to me? So the November 18 would be a day that will give victims the voices. And I think every government should be able to support. If we're practicing democracy in our countries, every government should be able to support November 18 and allow victims to come out and talk about their ordeal. Sometimes even just talking is healing. So giving them that freedom to talk. And I think also government should be able to support programs like that. Government should be able to support educational programs that will also help so that we don't have victims, so that kids will see the signs of when somebody wants to rape them, because sometimes there are signs, sometimes you don't get the signs, and sometimes kids don't even understand that what was done to them was wrong. So we will have that opportunity to educate the young generation for them to be able to identify signs of rape, and then, God forbid, if it happens, what they need to do. I think that day will help us do that.
You've got a lot of support for this resolution. There are a whole lot of names for it. How do you feel about the fact that it was adopted by consensus with significant support from the UN member nations?
I think the United Nations has been engulfed in bad news, and then we want to give good news to the world. The whole world knows this is bad. Rape is bad. And I think the whole world is standing in solidarity to say enough is enough. And this is a clear demonstration in this hall today to say we're not having this anymore. So we just, what can we say? We say thank you to the United Nations, because the world is United Nations. So we want to say thank you.
The process started years ago. It's been in the making for some time. And it is only the last few years that it has gained traction. Should we think that your engagement has helped it, brought it to this critical stage?
I won't say my engagement personally. I was just working. I think the President of the Republic of Sierra Leone is the one who is the focus here. He's the one who believed that this day should be given to victims, because he believed that gender equality is a woman's right, it's our right. And he has stood with women in everything that matters when it comes to rape, when it comes to every policy that makes a woman become an equal to a man. So I think it is the President's agenda that we are flying with. I'm just the face, and I am the one who does the campaign, not because a man cannot do a campaign, but a woman has the emotion to express the problem. So I am the one who expressed the problem. He is the one who supports the agenda.
Regions of Africa have been very much concerned with this phenomenon. So is that something that resonates with you and gets so engaged in this?
I think, again, it is a problem, it's a global problem. It's a global problem, it's happening everywhere. But I mean, I want to also concentrate on my continent, Africa. And together, there are a whole lot of people doing the same thing. If we all connect, and then we are all speaking from the same hymn sheet, the world will continue to listen to us. But I think that the West have actually managed to talk about it for a very long time. The West have been talking about it. They're not ashamed to talk about it. While in Africa, we've been covering things up. We've been covering things up for so long. And now this generation are saying, we are not having this anymore. And when a woman is in front challenging something as heinous as rape, you are a victim of everything bad. They come after you from all angles. And that is where I start to say, I am not scared of you. You are a coward because the things that you do is an evil thing, so I am not scared of you. I can talk to the world about your evil deeds, and then I wait to see what can you do to me. And I feel like in Africa today, we need to stop using our religion to cover up bad things. You cannot be using religion as use your culture to cover and pretend it's religion. There is no religion that says rape is acceptable. This resolution is supported by the Catholic, is supported by the Islamic relief. This is showing that every religion is saying rape is wrong. So we should stop using our culture to cover up the evil things that we do in our continent.
And lastly, how do you see the next step? So this is a resolution. Where do you go from here?
Well, we've been talking since I've become the First Lady. It's the 4th year now, and I think I have made enough noise for the United Nations to understand that we're not joking. So we're going to continue this subject, and I want to say thank you, because this is the woman who I know has looked at the wall and decided to come to me and say, look, I have this, we've been working on this, we have found every opportunity to bring this forward. It has not worked. From the first day I listened to the story she told me about her brother, I knew this become my agenda. And I want to say thank you to Jennifer for making this my agenda and for making sure that the world here. And of course, our permanent rep here, Madam Fida, Dr. Kanu, they have worked, basically this has been a resolution to see this is the only job they have. But now you have a new job. We need to get to the Security Council. Please, we've got this one. Now your job is to make sure His Excellency become the next person that sits as the non-permanent member of the Security Council. Thank you. God is good all the time. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you guys want statements from anybody else?
Thank you so much.
We have survivors.